Hello, everyone. It is David Hookstead, host of American Joyride. I am happy to see you guys again. People have been loving these short clips, so that's what we're going to get into. A few more of them. One of the big questions I continue to get is, can Navy SEALs join Delta Force? Can guys from SEAL Team 6 join Delta Force? Can people from regular SEAL teams, the vanilla SEAL teams, join Delta Force? And the answer, even though it might surprise a lot of people out there, you don't actually have to be in the Army at all to attempt to get into Delta Force, attempt Delta Force selection, training, OTC operators training course. Yes, point blank, Navy SEALs can absolutely attempt Delta Force selection. That includes Navy SEALs who are part of DevGru, also known as SEAL Team 6. At least 2 members of SEAL Team 6 have also served in Delta Force. The most famous example of that is Kevin Holland, who left the Navy before 9/11. 9/11 happened. He wanted to get back into the Navy. They said you'd have to go back to a regular SEAL team before you can go back to SEAL Team 6 and deploy. He didn't have any interest in that, so a guy said, hey, look, give the Army Special Mission Unit, give Delta Force a look, and he ended up going to Delta Force. There is another guy from SEAL Team 6 whose name is not public, so I'm not going to share it here, who did leave SEAL Team 6, I believe, in the mid-90s. It's either the mid-90s or the late 90s, if I remember correctly, and joined Delta Force. Still got to do the same things. You go through Delta Force selection. You then, if you're lucky enough to get through that grueling selection and assessment process, which has an attrition rate some years is high into the high 90, 98, 99%. There's some classes that don't get a single person into Delta Force from the selection class. If you pass selection, you would then go to OTC, Operators Training Course. If you were to pass that, you would then do all your boards, get assigned to a squadron. If a Navy SEAL wants to go through that whole process, just like an Army Ranger or a guy from the Green Berets, or is a Navy diver, or maybe he's a Navy ordnance guy, or he's a Marine. We know there are Marines in Delta Force. We'll be doing a video about that as well. Maybe he's, I think the only area that no one from Delta Force has ever come from is actually the Coast Guard. I believe Chris Van Zant said that in his Sean Ryan interview. Every other branch, the Navy, the Air Force, there are guys who were Air Force PJs who became Delta Force guys. I believe there's been even Air Force combat controllers who became Delta Force guys. Obviously, the Navy has their Tier 1 unit in DevGru, SEAL Team 6. The Air Force has their Tier 1 unit in the 24th STS. Long story short, Navy SEALs can 100% attempt to join Delta Force. Now, many people would argue from the Navy side there's absolutely no point in doing that, because if you want to go Tier 1 from the Navy provides you that avenue with DevGru SEAL Team 6. That's very true, and a lot of people might say, hey, why go over to the Army side of things when I've got a good thing going here in the Navy? Totally respectable, totally makes 100% perfect sense why guys in the SEALs would obviously go to SEAL Team 6. It is the natural place for them if they want to go Tier 1, not necessarily Delta Force. However, that doesn't mean guys in the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, if you're a member of the United States military and you meet the basic qualifications, you can do the fitness test, you pass the psych evals or whatever else might be involved in the process, you can attempt 100% attempt Delta Force selection. And if you're lucky enough, you work hard enough, you get through it, you go to OTC, you pass that, you can get on squadron. A lot of rumors flying around about how you can't go from the Navy to the Army. You can't go from SEAL Team 6 to Delta Force. It's completely not true. We will be doing a video about why Delta Force cannot go to SEAL Team 6 as well, which is a totally different subject that we're going to cover at a different time. But the moral of the story today is, yes, 100% Navy SEALs can attempt to join Delta Force. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and let me know your thoughts. Did you know that Navy SEALs could attempt Delta Force, or is this a surprise to you? Let me know in the comments below.